What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We're past 100 subscribers. That's super awesome. I'm pumped about that. I am not pumped about what I'm doing right now. I have been fighting with this head unit for, this will be the second day now, that I cannot get this wiring right. I just have it kind of thrown together right now because I cannot get any audio from the factory Infinity system that this truck has. If you guys know me, I like really nice car stereos and car audio and stuff like that. But I don't have the money or the will to spend the money to fully go through this truck and do everything. So I found this head unit, which is the one that I want. I found it for a really good deal at Best Buy. They had an open box and I got it for a smoking deal. So picked that up, picked up the interface, wiring harness, everything, the dash kit, which I was a little upset I had to actually cut the dash to fit that. But got that installed and everything. So I was hoping it would work good, but now I'm not getting any audio. And I just stopped at the local stereo shop, Stereo Warehouse, and brought them a harness and the wiring kit and everything, or the instructions. And he said that I had a few things wired differently for how this needs to be done. Per what the instructions say, it's not right. I need to do it a different way. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that now and see if I get audio. And then if I do get audio and everything works good, I gotta clean this thing up. It's a mess in here, and I can put everything back together. And then I'm actually gonna see if I can put some subs in here, because if I have Bluetooth, I can have my music, but then I just need a little bit of bass since I don't have any aftermarket speakers. Everything in here is factory 2007 stuff, so it doesn't sound that good. From what the guy was telling me, was this is the wiring for the module box thing. I guess the green, so let's see, he said the green and green black right here needs to go to the rear speakers. So you can see I have a white tied into a green. I just tried it to see if it would do anything, and I couldn't get it, but I'm assuming I need to hook all of them up, how he said, before the factory amp can get a signal to actually turn on. So front, left, I need my fronts to go to the rears. So my white is gonna go to greens. So there you go. Okay. And then the gray and black needs to go to let's see in here. So purple and black, actually. So they're basically just flipped. It's kind of weird. It doesn't tell me any other speakers to use. So I'm just gonna wire it up like this, and I'm gonna cross my fingers, and I hope you guys do too, because I'm losing my mind over this, and I want to give up and put it back to stock.
Daddy,
what's up, buddy?
will you please go look?
Look for what?
Apple?
An apple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I come with you?
No, there's dogs inside.
Well, will you pick me up?
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so I think I need to have the truck in the on position for the... Turn that off. Turn this on. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay, Demo is off. Agree. Oh, wow. There's audio. No. It's working. Can you hear it? There's audio coming out, man.
It's working?
Yeah. Look out. Look out. Let's see. Audio.
It works!
It does, dude.
You finally fixed it!
It's working there.
You finally fixed it!
It's working here. All of those are working.
You worked
That sounds really bad.
You fixed it!
Oh, yeah, kinda.
You need to fix it.
Shout out to the guys at Stair Warehouse for telling me how to do it and getting me figured out, because I did it how the instructions said and it didn't work. And that guy took one look, didn't even look at the instructions, and told me what I needed to do. Got me hooked up. I'm going to go ahead and connect to the Bluetooth on my phone and listen to a couple songs just to make sure everything is playing how it should, like the mids and highs and everything.
Daddy?
Are you guys ready for this? You ready for this, Weston?
Uh-huh.
Wow, the treble is so much more clear. That is insane. It sounds so much better. And now I gotta pull it apart and rewire everything.
Everything?
Yeah, I gotta just clean it up and make it look good, huh?
You need to take the roof apart?
No, I gotta take the stereo wiring out and then clean the wiring up. Dang, you're really getting after that Apple, dude. Awesome. I'm pumped. That's so awesome. Wow. I'm so hyped right now, guys. That just made my day get so much better. Now,
It works.
I'm going to remember how I did it, take it over to my bench, and I'm going to
Now it works.
clip everything up, solder everything in, heat shrink it all again. And then I'm going to put the subs in. I keep holding the phone like way down here, like I gotta start holding it up here to where I look normal. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'm gonna pull this apart and then I'll see you guys in the garage. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. You can go put it in the garbage, okay?
You can.
I can, sorry. I didn't mean to knock it out of your hand. You okay?
Yeah,
Sorry, dude.
it's okay.
Alright, so got the harness done. Phone is on the charger right now. You guys are propped up on the Kenwood head unit itself. It's charging right here. I did not end up putting the oh, what is holding, what wire is it? One of these wires is being a pain in the butt. I ended up using a new ground wire, and I've got my, or not ground wire, but a new remote wire, because the one that came in that kit that I bought is kind of not the highest quality. So I'm just gonna pull a bunch off and go ahead and feed it through. So I've got my RCAs up here already. I need to pull them out of here actually, because that's not where I can run them. I really went crazy just kind of shoving these in the hole last night because I wanted to be able to drive my truck home. I should not have done that. That's not the best kit to buy either. I mean, it's a Raptor special, so. Yeah, just kind of coil it up into a ball and. Hi, bud. All right. So I skipped ahead a little bit without filming much for you guys. I got everything ran. This is what I need to plug in the stereo, my RCAs, remote wires hooked up. I have my microphone, my GPS, The only thing I need to do next is I need to hook up my USB port and have that come out. I'm probably just gonna have it come out under the stereo for now, right here, because there is a little bit of a gap that's gonna show up. And then, actually I might have it route down here so I can kind of clean it up later. But I can always just pull this cover off and it's easy. So I have figured everything out. I flipped these upside down. Hi, bud. Getting tired?
No, I just want my toy.
Okay, I'll find it in a minute, okay? I got the RCA's ran down here. You can kind of see a little shiny part right there. We got a sub box back in here. Had to take out the back piece, the trunk, and the wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount the head unit now. Head unit's in. I'm just gonna get this up and around. Just dropping pieces left and right, I guess. So everything's still hooked up in here. I didn't disconnect anything. I was just kind of letting it fold back. Just gotta. Sits in there nice and good, super flush. I have just enough room to reach down in here with a Phillips and put this screen on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I need 2 hands. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I have a way to prop you guys up. So I don't know what you can see right now. Hopefully it's not bad. Put it in and then turn it downwards. No, I could just barely. If I had a longer screwdriver, I could probably do a little bit better of a job, but now the problem I was having yesterday was this little clip. This little thing actually needs to sit in here. There's like a little tiny slot. Yeah, that's it. It just goes in like that, and then that's how the screen actually powers up. If you don't have that, it's not going to power up. So we're not sitting too far. I wish I could slide it back a little bit more, but I physically can't reach in there and tighten it down. That's way farther back. It was out to like here yesterday. I mean, I could like reach back up and under, but there's that little gap. All right, so let's double check, make sure this thing works. Blinkers on. Thing looks pretty sweet. Let's do, watching my phone, blue. Sure. Let's call that good. Back. Clock. Oh, it's playing music already. Finish. Agree. Nice, guys. That's so sick. It says it's 8:30. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know how that's correct, but it is actually 8:29 p.m. here. Let me say the home button. I thought I changed the, oh, there we go, yeah. Here, let me zoom in so you guys get a better color. That's so cool. I have the screen turned down. I have the screen turned down a whole bunch right now on the brightness because it was so freaking bright last night. I had the screen powered up and everything, but no audio, and I just had it sitting there. And it was insanely bright. I could almost not see. It was shining so bright in my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then I'm gonna worry about the subs. So since this is working good already, I don't need to worry about anything else up here. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt everything back down, clip it into place, put my cup holders and stuff back, clean up the mess I made yesterday. That way, if I'm not able to get the subs done, we can just go and everything will be clean. So I will see you guys in a second once I get this all cleaned up. All right, it's the next day. I'm pretty tired. Just got home from work. I got the subs wired in and I couldn't figure out why they weren't working. There's some settings on the stereo up there that you gotta turn on, and I had them turned on, but I guess I just had all the gain set too low for any noise to come out, even at full volume, and I was losing my mind. Looked it up. People said that I need to plug it in a different RCA port, so I did. And then it was hooked up on the high range or the front output, which was wrong. They played, sounded really bad. This box is way too small for these Type X's, and this box actually does not fit behind the seat when the seats are sat up. I thought it would because it's the wedge style. It almost fit, but I ended up denting my covers, and this bolt or stud right here just dug away at the box because it's pretty heavy with these in there, and I went to set it down and just dug right inside. I do have this box, which is a SCAR box meant for like an 02 to 05, just regular crew cab. I guess any third gen crew cab, quad cab, whatever, crew cab. They look like quad cabs, but I'm gonna put the subs in that box, and I'm gonna I know it fits. I already put it in and checked the size of it and everything, but I'm gonna have to invert the subs because they're so tall. They won't fit inside this box. They might, but they're gonna touch the bottom, and I'll have to pull the rubber covers off the magnets, the motor. But I don't want to do that again. I had to do that in my last truck, and if they're gonna be they fit inverted. I put the seat up, the box clears and everything, and I can put the amp underneath here, so it's just gonna be in the center, and that piece right there, that cutout right there, will fit perfectly around this. The box doesn't sit up too tall, but that'll give that a little bit of clearance. That's the motor for the rear sliding window. I had this pulled out to fit this one, and it fit without the subs, but the seats, they were like flush right here, so I figured with the covers it would just dig into the back of the seats, but the back of these seats is pretty stiff, so it just wouldn't work. So I'm gonna go ahead and invert these subs, mount the amp, and then finish cleaning up the interior. I'll show you guys what I got here with the install on the head unit. Sorry, it's really bright here. Trying to hold my hand here to block the sunlight for you guys so it's not glaring. I got it pretty far back. I wish I could bring it a little bit more. Just recess it a little bit more in there, but I don't have much room. I'm about to hit the trim with that the pivoting point of the head unit and that cover. But overall, it's not bad. I need to finish putting my pockets and everything in there, and then just clean up. I do have my you can see right here my parking brake cable. I need to run to a switch, so when I do wireless mirroring or the HDMI input, we're able to watch movies and TV or whatever on road trips, and I'm not going to get locked out of my settings. If you guys have one of those and you can't use your settings while you drive or watch movies or anything, take your parking brake cable, put it on an on-off switch, just toggle a switch, and then ground the other side. That's just sensing a ground signal, so do that, and then you'll be able to watch what you want, do what you want while you're moving. And there's a bunch of other stuff on that radio too that I don't have hooked up right now, and it's a little irritating to me, but can you guys see that gap underneath the head unit? I'm thinking about lowering the unit itself because I can drop the screen about 2 to 3 inches, and I think if I drop it about 1.5 inches, it'll clear the that gap to where you can't really see it. And then I need to find a place to mount or run that RCA port that's coming out right there. I have those to charge phones and everything, but that does like the wireless well, not wireless, but CarPlay if your phone's dying or whatever, Bluetooth isn't working. I need to do something with that, but I also really want to upgrade the center console to a 4th gen one, and that'll come up right to the bottom, pretty close to the trim. And there's just a whole bunch I want to do to this truck. So I'm just starting with the stereo and the exhaust. It's the first things that I'm doing. First things you do with every car or any vehicle you buy: get a stereo, get an exhaust. So I did that. I had wheels. I can put a picture on the screen of what it looked like. Some 24x14 Fuel Mavericks. Ended up selling them because I could not turn at all. So anyways, I'm gonna invert these and then set the box in there, get everything figured out, and I'll see you guys in a second. Looking good, baby. So with the box in here, I'm trying to just decide on the back side of the box over there. You guys might not be able to see it, but it's more of an angle, and this side's kind of more squared off. I don't know why, I just wanted to see how it fit this way. And I think if I put the seats up, it's still gonna clear it. Let's check. So it closes, holds it in tight so none of the box isn't going anywhere, and I still have room for the subs to be inverted. I don't really see an issue with going this way. I mean, it's so close to the moving parts, so I might turn it around so the more rounded part on the backside goes up here. And then I have to keep it at like a little bit of an angle to match the back of the seats, just so, because yeah, you can see it's not straight up and down, but we'll see. Let me try that actually. All right, I got you guys propped up on the seat. Hoping I can turn this box around. It's a heavy box, so it's not that heavy. It's not as heavy as it will be. Taco, taco. I think there's a lot more clearance on the front side. Yeah, I think I like that more. I think I like that a lot more. I don't need these wires in here. They're nice wires though. Pretty good. So it's not looking too bad, you know, for just throwing together what I have right now without building a box or doing anything crazy like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, let's close the seat up. Get all my stuff out of the way. I'm gonna have to clean my truck after this. This is what I came here to do, is actually clean, and then I figured, how am I gonna clean when I'm not done? Perfect. Not bad at all, guys. Let's just do this side too. Nice. It's wedged in there. It's probably gonna shake like crazy. I didn't, since it's a pretty temporary setup, I didn't pull my trim off right here. I know it's kind of ugly. I'm frowning upon it to myself. But overall, guys, it's not that bad. I think it looks pretty cool. Looks aggressive. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna close that door and see how it sounds. This smaller box. Where's my Pandora? Okay. Alright guys, well, the Ram officially has a new stereo. Wow, I got a new crack on my phone case. The subs are installed, head unit's in, I lowered it, covered up that gap that I didn't like seeing. When I'm up here, you can't even tell. Looks good, not really that visible from the front, you know, from outside I guess, hopefully. Yeah, it's not terrible. So, hope you guys enjoy seeing some progress towards making my goals of having good music. If it'll focus for you guys. Sounded pretty good. Obviously it's not as much bass as I want, but that'll come later. I think before I do the subs that I want, I'm gonna do a set of 3-way components and an amp and everything, just because the factory stuff is good, but it's not that good. I gotta find which ones I want first, which is gonna take me forever because I'm really indecisive about what I want, especially when it comes to spending big money like that. And the ones that I want are the JL C7 3-way components. They're like $1,800 just for a set. And I want 2 sets because I want to do 3 ways in the rear as well. So whoever's in the back seat has a full sound stage, just like we do up front. But that requires more research. You know, I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the corners, the center, where I'm going to put everything. I was actually really thinking about finding a headliner out of a 4th gen and using the little speaker, the holder, the case, whatever it is, and putting it in this headliner here, just to see how it would go. And I also thought about mounting the tweeters right here or something, or doing somewhere in this, incorporating some mids, and I'll obviously do the low ends here. I could, you know, I could do something in the door. I don't know. I kind of want to have it like a front stage type of feel, like they feel like they're in the front seat, not just side to side type of audio. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into doing DSPs and just really getting after everything. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here because I keep getting distracted and not cleaning up my mess, and I need to put my phone down and not record everything I'm doing, because when I record stuff I forget things and I get distracted on everything. So these headrests are kind of a pain to put in. There we go. Back to being perfect. Catch you guys in the next one, and I hope you're excited to see the next one, because we're finally going to be getting back to working on the Supra. I know it's been a super long time since I've done anything with that car. It's been sitting, honestly, since it blew up. since I pulled the engine out of it. I don't know if I took any videos when I pulled the engine. I think I might have. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. Maybe I put them in other videos that I've already uploaded. I have no idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, just as a teaser. You get to see some super content in the next video, and I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you want. Let me know your thoughts on my videos. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you got a Dodge or you have a nice three-way component setup in your truck or car and whatever amp you're running. Let me know, because the only thing I can think of is just JL stuff, but it's so expensive. So let me know down in the comments or message me on Instagram or something, JZ James, what you guys think.